Good morning, and welcome to Morning Mindset. My name is Michelle Dale, coming to you from a virtual co-working space inside the Morning Mindset space, where we help virtual assistants to level up in their business, lifestyle, and mindset. So welcome to this week. We are doing an incredible topic. Today we have another installment in the Your GPS topic. We've talked about how to use your inner guidance system to achieve your goals. So we talked about the goal setting, choosing a destination. We talked yesterday about being grateful for the journey, about that interim period before you get there. And today we're extending on that a little bit, where we're talking more about the destination. Welcome, Nikki. So we're talking more about the destination today. So this is something I want you to kind of all think about: the last trip you took or the last holiday you took or something like that. Always, before we've been there, usually, like, let's say we've never been there before, we're choosing our destination, we tend to be able to picture in our mind the end destination to be able to then plan or prepare for going there. You know, this is the packing situation that, like, we don't just book a holiday and then turn up at the airport with nothing, with no luggage or anything like that. Or we don't get in the car and drive and then realize that we're there for a week and we've got no clothes or anything. You think about the destination. You think about the details of it. You immerse yourself into what you're going to be doing. Like if you're going on holiday, you think about, what am I going to be doing in the daytime? Do I need swimwear? What am I going to be doing in the evenings? Do I need going out where? Am I going to go to parties? Am I going to go to bars? Am I going to go dancing? What shoes do I need to wear? How hot is it going to be? How cold is it going to be? Do I need to wear warmer clothes? Do I need to bring something warmer? And you start to really imagine that end result in your mind, and you start to fill in the details. Now, most of the time, if we're going somewhere, we want it to be a nice experience. We want it to be a pleasant experience. So then we start to think about all the nice things that we're going to do when we get to that destination. So this is what today is really about. You start to plan and prepare in your mind for already being at the destination, which is what we do with every single trip pretty much, even the last minute ones. We think about the destination, we start thinking about the details, and we start thinking about what we need to do in order to prepare for reaching that destination. Now, goals are no different. Okay, so what you need to do, we talked about this last week a lot in the preparing for success. Preparing for achieving the goal is exactly the same thing, but in this instance, what we're doing is creating a mental picture of what that goal looks like at the end, and then you start thinking to yourself, oh, what do I need to do? What do I need to get? How do I need to be? Do I need to start making a list of things? I've done this so many times when I've been looking for houses or looking to move house or something like that. I always imagine, how many rooms is that house going to have? Where is everyone going to go? What do I want at the house? Do I want a pool? Do I want a garage? Do I want, parking space? You have to really think and put yourself in that place, in that destination before you get there, in order to plan for it. So what a lot of people don't do is they do this almost daily when they're going to work. They do it, when they're thinking about what they're going to make for dinner and stuff like that. It's done on an almost daily basis, on a subconscious autopilot level. Now, what you need to do is on a conscious level, on a conscious intention level, see the goal in your mind, and then think really about the details of how that is going to be, so you can start planning and preparing. Okay, so basically your guidance system is going to be able to tell you, like, not necessarily what the temperature is going to be, although it might be if you're planning on leaving or going somewhere, but like what you're going to have at the end of it, who the things that you're going to need while you're there, and all of that good stuff. So that's where we are in this process, you know. And the one thing you need to understand is, you know, try to really associate, again, that knowing, you know, like, you don't, like, a lot of people obviously pack for, I don't know if it's going to be hot or cold, I don't know if it's going to be this or that and the other. Well, I'm saying decide in advance. And what you do is you like simply go there, you imagine you've achieved the goal, you've got your clients, what equipment are you working on? You know, like, what websites are you hanging out on? What networking groups are you living in? You know, like, all of these different things. You can start to fill in the details of these things. You know, you can start to kind of think, well, I'm receiving emails from people who want to work with me. I'm seeing consultations being booked into my booking calendar. You know, what times of the day am I doing those consultations? You know, what's the best, start planning, what's the best time of the day for me to do consultations? What's the best time of the day for me to start working on my marketing? What day am I going to carve out for my content creation? You know, and as you're going through the one sourcing levels, you know, and you're going through these different levels of the one sourcing program, particularly if you're in the mastery, you can really unpack this vision in a more granular way, because you can look at the training and then you can see in your mind's eye, based on that training, how that's going to link in with your destination. So, for example, the next module we're looking at in the mastery is the one sourcing entrepreneur, which is the planning and the strategy and things. And we go through how to put together your marketing plan and how to get that started. So then you can start creating a vision in your mind of what that's going to look like at the end once your marketing plan is up and running. What's your content creation day? What is your publishing day? What system are you going to use to publish in, or are you just going to go direct? What platforms are you going to use? And you can start to really develop a mental picture of the end result before you've got there. So you are simply on this journey, but you're planning for it and preparing for it because you can see that destination in your mind before you are actually there. So I hope that was helpful this morning. We have one more final installment of your GPS, which is tomorrow, and we will be going through that. But for the rest of this morning, have a wonderful day ahead, and we will now start doing our accountability. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before. Thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.